Join me as I dive into the life of Alexander the Great and challenge myself to prove why he's considered the most influential man in history. Alexander the Great, often remembered as a brilliant warrior, a charismatic leader, and an unparalleled strategist, built one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. His military conquests are legendary, but Alexander's influence extends far beyond his battlefield triumphs. He shaped the ancient world in profound ways that still resonate today. Through culture, politics, and philosophy, his legacy touches almost every aspect of modern civilization. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, the capital of the Kingdom of Macedon, Alexander was destined for greatness from the start. His father, King Philip II, was a skilled military commander and ruler who paved the way for Macedonian supremacy. His mother, Olympias, instilled in Alexander a deep sense of ambition and destiny, reportedly telling him that he was descended from the hero Achilles. And then there was his education. Alexander's tutor, the philosopher Aristotle, ensured that he had a keen mind to match his military prowess. Aristotle introduced him to the works of Homer, which would inspire Alexander's lifelong admiration for the heroes of the Trojan War. Despite his illustrious education and upbringing, it was Alexander's own ambition and genius that set him apart. When he ascended to the throne at the age of 20 after his father's assassination, many doubted that he could hold the kingdom together, let alone expand it. But Alexander quickly proved them wrong. Over the course of a decade, he marched his army across thousands of miles from Greece to Egypt, from Persia to India. His empire stretched across 3 continents and united dozens of cultures under one banner. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. This famous quote attributed to Alexander encapsulates the essence of his drive. His military strategies were ahead of their time, and his ability to adapt to different opponents and terrains allowed him to build an empire that many believed was impossible. The vision of a unified world. While his military conquests were impressive, Alexander's true greatness lay in his vision for a unified, interconnected world. His goal wasn't just to conquer territories, but to blend cultures. He encouraged the intermingling of Greek and Eastern traditions, a policy known as Hellenization. This cultural exchange transformed the ancient world, laying the foundation for what we now call the Hellenistic period. After defeating the Persian Empire, Alexander adopted many aspects of Persian governance and culture, showing his willingness to learn from and respect the people he conquered. By allowing local rulers to maintain their positions and adopting Persian dress, customs, and even integrating Persian soldiers into his army, he demonstrated a revolutionary approach to empire building. His marriage to Roxana, a Persian princess, was another symbolic step toward merging cultures. One of Alexander's enduring legacies was the founding of cities, the most famous being Alexandria in Egypt. These cities became centers of learning, culture, and commerce, spreading Greek ideas and language throughout the known world. Alexandria, in particular, would go on to become a beacon of knowledge, home to the great library and scholars from around the world. This intellectual fusion was key to the preservation and dissemination of knowledge across civilizations. Alexander's dream of uniting East and West extended beyond military conquest. He genuinely believed in the importance of understanding and respecting other cultures. This is why, to this day, his influence is seen not just in military tactics, but in philosophy, governance, and the arts. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. This quote perfectly sums up Alexander's understanding of leadership. He knew that great leaders inspire loyalty and courage, and he used this to his advantage, turning his army into a formidable force that would follow him to the ends of the earth. The Battle of Gaugamela, a turning point in history. One of Alexander's most significant victories was at the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE. Facing Darius III of Persia, Alexander was outnumbered and in enemy territory. Yet, he managed to turn the tide of the battle with a combination of tactical brilliance and psychological warfare. Instead of meeting the Persians head-on, he used their own terrain against them, feigning retreat, and then launching a decisive cavalry charge that broke the Persian lines. The victory at Gaugamela effectively marked the end of the Persian Empire and solidified Alexander's status as one of history's greatest military minds. This battle also marked a turning point in global history. By conquering Persia, Alexander opened the door for the exchange of ideas, goods, and cultures between East and West. It wasn't just about the fall of an empire. It was the birth of a new world order, one in which Greek thought and culture spread to regions as far as India. Remember, upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. Alexander believed in personal responsibility and the collective strength of his army. He led from the front, often charging into battle with his men, a tactic that not only inspired immense loyalty, but also demonstrated his belief in the interconnectedness of their fates. The philosophical legacy. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of Alexander's military campaigns, the battles, the sieges, the dramatic victories. But to truly understand his influence, we need to look beyond these triumphs. Alexander's philosophical and political legacy is just as important, if not more so, than his conquests. Aristotle's teachings left a deep mark on Alexander, influencing his belief in the importance of knowledge and the pursuit of excellence. He carried books such as Homer's Iliad on his campaigns and was reportedly inspired by the Greek ideal of arete, or excellence, which encompassed both physical and intellectual prowess. The spread of Greek philosophy throughout his empire allowed thinkers like Plato, Aristotle, and others to have a lasting impact on societies far removed from Greece. The cross-cultural exchange facilitated by Alexander's conquests created an environment where ideas could flourish, leading to advancements in science, mathematics, and governance. The concept of a cosmopolitan world, where people of different backgrounds and ideas coexist, can be traced back to Alexander's vision. When we give someone our word, we also give them our strength. This quote reflects the importance Alexander placed on integrity and keeping promises, values that helped maintain stability in his vast empire. The political legacy. In addition to his cultural and philosophical influence, Alexander had a lasting impact on governance. His empire introduced new forms of administration, many of which were adopted by subsequent empires, including the Romans. His emphasis on building infrastructure, roads, ports, and bridges, paved the way for increased trade and communication, which was crucial in maintaining the cohesion of such a large, diverse empire. These innovations laid the groundwork for the political systems of later Western civilizations. Alexander also inspired countless leaders and conquerors, from Julius Caesar to Napoleon Bonaparte. Caesar famously wept in front of a statue of Alexander, lamenting that he had achieved so little by comparison at a similar age. Napoleon, too, was captivated by Alexander's audacity and tactical brilliance, modeling his campaigns on Alexander's conquests. Alexander's achievements were extraordinary, but it was his vision for a connected, multicultural world that makes him, in my opinion, the most influential man in history. His impact is still visible in the languages we speak, the systems of governance we use, and the cultural exchanges that shape our world today. What do you think? Do you agree that Alexander the Great is the most influential man in history? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating figures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.